Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Patty and this is my handmade lifestyle. I go by Pattymac Makes everywhere online. On this channel we celebrate living an analog life in a digital world. To my returning viewers, I'd like to say hello and welcome back. It's lovely to see you, and if you're new, welcome. I hope that you will enjoy this fun video that I've put together for you today. I would like to encourage you to subscribe to the channel while you're here today, like the video, and leave a comment below about some of your favorite things to do that are offline activities. For today's video, this is just like a little simple fun DIY that you can do. It's getting super hot. We're in the dog days of summer, and you know, we're all looking for something a little bit fun that we can do inside to escape the heat. So I thought, why not decorate ice cream cones? That sounds like fun. It's chocolate, it's sprinkles, and it's cute and it's fun, and even little kids can get involved in it. So let's take a look at what we need for today's video. I've collected everything we're going to use today and I've put it here, and let me just show you what I have. So I've got two kinds of ice cream cones. This is your regular kind of a cone, and this one is like a little bowl. So let's see what that's like. Over here I have some different kinds of sprinkles, and I thought it would be fun to try a few different ones. So we'll set those up and make a couple of different kinds of cones. And over here I have the candy melts that I'm using. These are the Wilton candy melts, and I just get those at Joann's or Michael's, and they're pretty good. But these Ghirardellis I'm really sold on. They are delicious, and you can eat those right out of the bag. So yeah, you might want to keep that in mind. They are pretty good, and they melt beautifully. They melt nicer than using chocolate chips. There's just a different consistency to them. So anytime you're going to do something that requires the melting of chocolate, definitely go for the melts. I first used them when I made chocolate peanut butter eggs for an Easter project, and those are amazing. They would actually be good even now because they are a no-bake recipe, and anything no-bake is really good at this time of year. And over here I have a regular cookie sheet, and I have put a nice piece of parchment in there, because what we'll do is after we dip our cones and put the sprinkles on, we'll just lay them on the parchment so that they can dry or reharden as the chocolate does. And over here, this is my chocolate pot. I use this thing all the time. I absolutely love it. It's from Cook's Essentials, which is QVC. I don't think they have these anymore, but these pots are easy to find. You can get them in the candy section in Joann's or Michael's. I'm sure they have them on Amazon. They're super nice because all they do is melt down the chocolate or the candy melts, whatever you're going to use. If you don't have this and you don't want to invest in it, you could also use a microwave or something, but you just want to be careful how you melt the chocolate. And with this, it's the right temperature, and you're always going to get good results. If you try melting it on a stovetop or something, you're going to run the risk of too much heat, and the chocolate can seize if it's too hot. So anyway, just invest in the chocolate pot. You will get more use out of it than you think. Okay, so let's take a look at the cones. Before we get into this box, I just want to show you something that struck me as humorous. So, you know, I got these, and why do we buy ice cream cones? We buy them because we want to put ice cream in them, but they give you alternate serving suggestions. So, I mean, that's kind of nice. Berries with a little whipped cream, that's nice. On the back, look at this. That's a salad with grilled chicken. Okay, are you gonna put grilled chicken in your ice cream cone? And then this one's full of fruit. That's kind of nice. And this is all salad. So I don't know about that. we're just gonna do ice cream when we have these. Okay, let's try dipping and decorating. Before we go, on the waffle bowls, so they show one with fruit. It's all nice. And then on the back they say, win big at your next party. Use edible bowls for easy cleanup. Because, you know, if you serve your guest in these, it's easy cleanup, right? But look at this thing they made. So I don't know what, obviously they're marketing this for a football game because you got little chocolate footballs up here, but look how they made the stadium. So yeah, anything with all of those colored balls definitely is going to be easy cleanup. Okay. I went ahead and put the sprinkles into separate bowls just because the chocolate does have a tendency to set up rather quickly. So I want to be able to have the sprinkles ready. They're easier to access if they're in a bowl rather than in the container. So that's what I did. And this is just some stuff that I had on hand. And yeah, this is from Wegmans, and both of these I got in Joann's. That's a Wilton product. So I don't know if that makes any difference to you, but that's where I got that stuff. This is super easy. It's as simple as you're going to remove your cone, and then you're just going to dip the top right into the chocolate pot. Shake off your excess, and then see how I've got it so it's a little bit, I try to put more in the front than in the back because that's the part you're gonna see when you are serving it. And then you just put your sprinkles on. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. So that chocolate sets up really super fast. It's really, really thick, which is nice. It dries very, very fast. And then I'm just going to lay it right here, carefully onto the sheet. And the nice thing with that parchment is it's going to come right up. The backside may not be completely perfect. If you want, so if you're having a special party and you even want the back side of your ice cream to be perfect, or of your cone to be perfect, you might want to get little jars and stand them up in a jar. And let's actually get a jar and we'll make a couple like that too. I'm just going to use this little wee jar, and you can see it'll stand right up. These wee jars are so cool. I have used these several times, and if you look at my blueberry no bake cheesecake video, I made them in these, and that is a good recipe, and it looks pretty. And I just used repurposed wee jars for that, and wee yogurt is what I'm talking about. And make sure that you get some inside too. Isn't that great? I mean, kids would love a project like this. And then you just put it into the little jar and let it stand up, and then you won't have any like a smush on the back. I like the lighter colored ones because you can really see them against the chocolate. Now if you went with a white chocolate, you could do any kind, but you could do like a more a darker shade and it would look really pretty. But I just feel like maybe these are getting a little bit lost, although they'll still be good. And then, you know, a kid is not going to care, but to me, I think that's really pretty. I would definitely sprinkle onto the chocolate and not dip it, because if you dip it, you're going to get the chocolate everywhere. And, you know, we'll have a lot of sprinkles left over, so we want to preserve what we have, because, you know, the nice ones like this, they're not inexpensive. Yeah, just make sure that you really do up on that front part, because that's the part that you're going to see the most when you're having your cone. And of course, this side would be, if you take pictures, that's going to be in the photos. So, okay. Let's try the bowls and see what they're like. Okay, here is one of the waffle bowls. These things are big. This is a lot of ice cream, so if you're having little kids over, this is way too much. They're awful big. This would definitely be for older kids. That's entirely too much ice cream. But it is a pretty bowl, so let me show you how I did it. It's too large to dip into the pot, so I had to just like spread the chocolate. So you can see I'm just spreading it on. Just put it on gently. You're going to want to be careful because these are kind of fragile. And I would still add some on the inside. It's more of a finished look. Okay, so I just dropped some on. These are a lot messier than the regular cones, so if I had to choose, I would pick the regular cones over these bowls, to be sure. But it depends on, I guess, the kind of party you're having. If you're doing like a make your own ice cream bar or something, I don't know, maybe these, but I would probably do the cones before these. They're a lot easier to fix, the size is better, and they're certainly going to be easier to handle. But you know, I wanted to try them and see what they're like anyway. And of course, you know, tomorrow morning when it's cooler, I'll do photos. It's too hot right now, but tomorrow we'll try photos. Here's everything I made, and it's just hanging out over here on this cookie sheet so that the chocolate can re-solidify. I definitely prefer the cones to those bowls, for sure. They're prettier and they were a lot less messy to make. Doing the waffle bowls made a big mess, so I would stick to the cones. But you know, I like to try things out for you on this channel, and I wanted to see what they would do, and I'm gonna say stick to the cones. That's the video for today. I sure hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're inspired to try something fun and new with your ice cream cones this summer. This really is a great fun activity to do with your kids. Okay, until next time, I'll see you around.